Hey guys, our water this week comes from Isaiah chapter 14, verses 12 through 14, Ezekiel chapter 28, verses 14 through 15, and Psalm chapter 24, verse 3. So, let me ask you a question. How do you deal with it when people that you look up to and you respect and you admire hurt you? How do you deal with it when people who seem like they should be, better or more used to God or better at work or in any walk of your life, they seem like they should be above the fray and they hurt you some way? Well, I want to talk about that today. One thing that we have to understand is there's lots of talented people out there everywhere, and we're all given different gifts and talents from God. And as the old saying goes, the cream rises to the top. It's very natural for people who are skilled in speaking or singing or music or industry, or they're very creative. It's very natural for these people all to find themselves lifted up in society, whether it's any type of industry, any type of business, any type of social structure, and yes, even the church. It's very easy to see this happen because that's the natural flow of things. When people are great at something, they tend to be given more, and when they're given more, they tend to be lifted up and respected more. So is Satan. So, the scriptures. Isaiah, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds, I will be like the Most High. Then in Ezekiel chapter 28, beginning with verse 14, Thou art the anointed cherub that covereth, and I have set thee so. Thou wast upon the holy mountain of God. Thou hast walked up and down in the midst of the stones of fire. Thou wast perfect in thy way from the day that thou wast created until iniquity was found in thee. In Psalm 24 and 3, Who shall ascend into the hill of the Lord, or who shall stand in his holy place? Satan was a cherubim. He was an exalted angel. He was like Gabriel or Michael. He wasn't, one of the regular ones. He was exalted. He was lifted up. He had lots of different things going for him. And his sin was not in being in a high place. Don't misunderstand what I'm saying. It's okay for people to work hard and to be lifted up in higher positions and to be more visible. That's okay. Satan was in the holy mountain of God. It's okay to be in the holy mountain of God. The problem is when you want to ascend above it and be like him. The scripture is talking about how in Ezekiel he was doing all these things. He was this angel. He was on the holy mountain. He was walking forth in the storms of fire until iniquity was found in him. Isaiah goes into more of why he fell. And the satanic spirit that comes from him is something that we often will just say, it's pride. Pride is of the devil. Pride's going to destroy you. What took Satan down, why Lucifer fell, wasn't because he wanted to be in the mountain. It's because he wanted to ascend it and be like God. Now, it doesn't say he wanted to be God, but he wanted to lift his throne up above the stars of God and sit on his throne in the mount of the congregation. He wanted to be like the Most High. And essentially what this means is that He wanted to do God's job. What does God do when he sits in his throne? He's always predicted sitting in his throne, always presented rather, when sitting in his throne, as judging. My question for you today is, whose mountain are you climbing? It's okay to climb the mountain of God. It's okay to reach holy places. It's not okay to start doing things like you are God. It's not okay to start sitting in the throne of judgment. I ask, what do you do when people that you respect, people that you admire, people who are visible, they're lifted up, what do you do when they hurt you? Well, you forgive them. Look, it is very hard to be in that position. The more eyes that are on you, the harder it is to maintain that position. And it can become very easy from that perspective to start glorifying yourself. And, if you're doing well and you've got a whole team underneath you taking credit for everything your team did as though it was your own, or if you're a preacher or a musician in church and wonderful things of God are happening around you, it's very easy to slip into the habit of saying, well, it's my talent that's doing this, or God's using me because I'm such a good person. It's easy to slip into these mistakes. The problem comes for us, though, where we're sitting at when we're hurt, to start assigning these motivations to people. I don't know who's hurt you in life, but it's going to be someone. It could be a parent. It could be a preacher. It could be a boss. It could be a friend. It could be any number of people. What we cannot do as Christians is use our hurts as justifications to take on this spirit of the devil and start judging everyone else. We cannot let that rest on us, because the mountain we're supposed to be on is God's. It's his mountain. He's the judge. If that person hurt you, pray for them, forgive them, believe in them. The blood of Christ is for all of us, even the people who hurt us. And you leave the judging about their motivations, their ministry, their positions. You leave those motivations to God. He'll decide what's right or what's wrong. He'll separate the wheat from the chaff, the sheep from the goats. God will take care of all that in due time. It's not our responsibility. It's not our mountain. So, what do you do when you're hurt? You have a humble spirit. You ask God to forgive them, and you forgive them. You pray for them. Let God roll the mountain. You take care of the valley. God bless you.